Vanakkam. Good evening to everyone present here, to all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I would like to start off with a quote by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Learning needs freedom to think and freedom to imagine, and both have to be facilitated by the teacher. With this quote, I would like to extend a warm and heartful gratitude to this universe for bringing all of us together on this special occasion to celebrate Teachers' Day. Teachers' Day is the birth anniversary of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. The first Teachers' Day was celebrated on 5th of September 1962, which was Dr. S. Radhakrishnan's 77th birthday. We all are here because of a guru and or gurus. We also hope to fulfill the role of being a guru. With this, I would like to kindly request our Director of Studies and Coordinator, IQAC, who is known for his simple and calm nature, Professor D. K. Tarani Karasu sir, to kindly address the gathering. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Chandana Iswar, Professor and Vice Chancellor of our university, Professor Gurmeet Singh, and OSD Culture and Cultural Relations, and Registrar, FO, CE, Librarian, Deans, and faculty members, officers, non-teaching staff, students, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, everyone. So it is my duty to welcome everyone here for this Teachers' Day function. So it was earlier planned on 5th September itself. Due to the administrative reason, it was postponed today. So first of all, I thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor for having agreed to come to this function because his presence will be very helpful for us to go ahead and then try our level best for the next year also. So on this, after the welcome, I would like to also mention few points before we go for the distribution of memento and certificate by our Honorable Vice Chancellor. So after pandemic of 2 years, we are assembling this for this Teachers' Day. So in that way, it is very good feeling for us as a teacher. And another important event is on this Teachers' Day on 5th, UGC has announced 5 different schemes for teachers, and NEP to 2020 also. There are many courses we can start proposing it. We are going towards the skill-based teaching also. And recently I came to know that UGC is asking for the new faculty members for whatever the courses you are proposing. You can give the list to the academic section, what are the different faculty members, we can go through this, and then we can get the extension of more courses also. And also all of you may be knowing, we got the more than 110 faculty members recruited, and more than 90 faculties, new faculties have been joined. I take this opportunity to thank our Vice Chancellor again for bringing new faculty members to our university, because it is long pending. And regarding the Best Teacher Award, so there are many teachers who do not get, you may be having some way or other, could have been done, all those things. Many teachers are coming and then telling me, but there is a room always to improve. At this point, let us celebrate it. Whoever got in your department, let us celebrate it. And let us have, maybe if not this year, maybe next year we will definitely have it. So I welcome everyone, and then I congratulate whoever got the Best Teacher Award this year. With this, thank you everyone for having assembled here. Thank you.
We have the privilege to have the best teacher among us to lead us with constant encouragement and support in all our aspects. He is none other than our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Gurmeet Singh. He along with his team of administrators and staff are working tirelessly in making this university one among the best in the world. I would now request our Vice Chancellor to kindly distribute the certificates and mementos to the best teachers from each department for the year 2021-22.
Respected Vice Chancellor, Directors, Registrar, Controller of Examinations, faculty members, Best Teacher Awardees, scholars and students. I am really very happy to share a few moments with you on this happy occasion. For a language teacher, standing before the mic is not at all a problem. But today I feel a little bit nervous because I am the awardee and I feel a little delicate about it. And only a few hours ago, they asked me to speak a few words. Immediately I remembered Dr. K.R. Srinivas Iyengar, a very famous literary stalwart. Without him, we would not have the genre called Indian writing in English. And he was the one who introduced this genre. And he was the one who got Best Teacher Award from Andhra University several times. And when he was interviewed, the first question they asked, "Sir, how are you able to win the hearts of so many students? They are very so fond of you. How are you accomplishing this?" He said, "I can put it in one word. I can summarize the entire thing and put it in one word, and use the Tamil word anbu, love. That's all, nothing more than that. Spare the rod and spoil the child is an old saying. A drop of honey would attract more flies than a cup of vinegar is the new saying. Therefore, through love only we will be able to get the students. And the passion for teaching comes only because of your love for learning and teaching. And the same question was put to me a few days ago when this Best Teacher Award was announced by one of my friends. "Sir, how did you manage to get this award twice?" I said, "For a player, the ground is very important, without which you can't play. For an artist like me, the canvas is very important, otherwise I can't draw." For getting the Best Teacher Award, a good academic situation, a good academic atmosphere, and that has been provided by our Vice Chancellor. Therefore, getting the award, in my opinion, is not at all difficult. Not only that, our Vice Chancellors take extreme interest in the individual cases. He knows A to Z of the caliber of everyone. The first time when I went to meet him, he was asking about my other credentials, and I had the good opportunity of showing some of my paintings, that's all. From that day onwards, wherever there is an opportunity for telling something or introducing me as an artist, he will not hesitate to do that. Be it an executive council meeting or academic council meeting, there will be some kind reference about my artistic works. If at all I am able to exhibit my artistic works through WhatsApp group, and if at all I had an opportunity of hand delivering my portrait to the Vice President, it is all because of our Vice Chancellor. And sometimes during the meetings, I used to hide behind the teachers because there will be some references about me as an artist. And naturally people will be interested in knowing more and more about me. So, when you have such a person as our Vice Chancellor, I am sure that our university will go to greater heights. And if you ask me what is going to be that limit, I can say sky is the limit. So with these few words, I congratulate all the winners of this award, and I hope next time there will be more award winners and we will be celebrating in a bigger way. Thank you so much for giving me opportunity to speak with you.
Thank you, Professor Clement, for your kind words. Next, we have Dr. Maheshwaran Mani, Associate Professor from the Department of Microbiology.
Dear Vice Chancellor, respected Professor, dignitaries on the space, faculties, friends, children, good evening to all. Actually, it's easy to talk in the class. It's easy to take class. But first time I'm addressing such a gathering, so it's not usual for me. Okay, but I take this as an opportunity to address this gathering. I feel so happy here because after 2 years we were in pandemic situation. It's very boring to stay in home actually. Like always seeing the same face. And initially when the university was telling there was a leave, we were enjoying it so much. I had a lot of time to spend with family, watching movie, everything. But it really got bored, and then I started counting days when things will be back to normal and when we'll be going back to university and do a routine job. Thank you so much. Thank God that we are back to our normal schedule. And I'm very happy to have such an event happening here. Thank you so much for organizing this event. And I also take this opportunity to wish a happy Teachers' Day to all of you. Thank you all. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Next, I would request Dr. M.T. Renla Longkumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Sociology. Please.
Good evening, esteemed Vice Chancellor, dignitaries on the stage and off the stage, and my dear colleagues, and my wonderful students who are gathered here. I am indeed very delighted to be among all of you today. At the outset, I want to thank the organizers for such a wonderful event, and also I take this opportunity to wish all of you a happy Teachers' Day. It is indeed like a dream for me to stand here today, just like my other two colleagues have stated, that it is not always that we get these opportunities. So I am also my palpitations have increased. So I hope you would bear with me. But I would not like to let go of this opportunity by stating some things which have really inspired me to come this far. I am what I am today because of the many encounters that I've had, and many encounters starting from teachers in the family and moving ahead to the formal spaces of learning, where I have encountered wonderful individuals as mentors, as teachers. And I am very fortunate to be placed in this university also because I have wonderful teachers here as well. Every day is a learning day for me, and both from my colleagues, my senior colleagues, and also especially my very bright students who always encourage me to take each day as a challenge and come out with new experiences every day, which is such a gift that I would not have had if this opportunity was not given. So thank you all for that. I also want to take this opportunity again to thank the university for making it possible to let these exchanges happen, and exchanges where we are comfortable to speak our mind, we are comfortable to exchange our cultures, our way of life, not just in the four walls, within four walls, but also outside. The kind of ambience that is there. I enjoy a walk here on campus. I get to meet many of my friends and colleagues as well as students. So it's indeed a very good opportunity for me to be here. So I would just like to end these thoughts here by saying that I love and enjoy this profession, and as a student, actually, in the robe of a teacher, right? And I continue to look forward to meet such good best teachers, and many of you here are my best teachers. So thank you so much, and please continue to inspire and educate. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. As we just saw that Dr. Maheshwaran Mani was saying that it's difficult to stand here and different from what it is in class, and we just heard ma'am tell her about her experience. A small thing is, you just saw Clement sir so easily, so calmly, was just saying what he felt was actually right. So I hope someday we'll all get to where Clement sir is, with so much of ease, so much of calmness, and to deliver anything you want. And I hope the experience in this university is going to let all of us be there someday. So with this, I would now request our dynamic Vice Chancellor, Professor Gurmeet Singh, to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. I am delighted with the response of this sound of claps. I was, when you started clapping and the sound died down, I was telling them that a word record is going to be made here when people will say Pondicherrians, they clap very hard but without sound. So, but that never happened, because in between I came and said that it's a good exercise. I don't know how many of you indulge in this, but then there are some who would clap hard for their spouses, not for anybody else. I will not elaborate the reasons, but then you would have clapped sometimes very hard, so hard that the neighbors would have heard, for your spouses. So I leave it as an exercise with green dots. Think of what I wanted to say. I'll say that during the next award ceremony. Okay, I'll remember what is to be said. Well, best teacher is a very good recognition, be it whatever way it is. And somebody was just about to say, but then one refrained. Well, I am here, whatever I am here, whatever award I am getting, whatever I am here, it is because of my students. Had they not been kind enough on me, I wouldn't have got this award. So, again, between the quotes, what way the gratitude is being expressed, I leave it to you people. But twice it has been said, I am getting this award because of my students. Yes, had students not been there, I don't think you would have taught. And had you not taught, there was no question of any award being given to you. So the award comes to you when you perform. And the best performance is when the students are there. You would have heard some teachers telling, at least I have told a number of times, that I don't enjoy a class when I have 3-4 students sitting. And I had that experience when we were taking classes in South Korea and Germany. In a lecture hall of 60 seats, you will find 5, 6, maximum 7, rarely 10 students. And I used to tell them, I don't enjoy taking your classes. Here we used to take 55 minutes class. There the classes used to be 3 hours, 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, with a break of 10 minutes after 1.5 hours. So I said, I don't enjoy taking such long classes for 5 students. He says, what do you mean? How many students are there in your class in Delhi? That was the university I was teaching there. And I said, well, on an average about anything between 80 to 100. 80 to 100, how do you teach? I said, yes, I teach in a very loud and clear voice without mic. That gave them a heart attack. Without mic, and for 5 students, they will put a collar mic here. I said, I don't need for 5 students. No, sir, it will bother your vocal cord. So when I told them this, then they realized what probably quality teaching would have been, how people would have been teaching without mics. And I said, we are also used to teaching at a temperature of 43, 44 degrees without air conditions, only fans. And some fans would be so rhythmic that whatever you speak, they also speak something in between. And the whole meaning would change. And I do not know how many of you have realized, because it's a Best Teachers Award ceremony, you would know who should be a best teacher. One who speaks constantly at the same pace, one who speaks constantly very loudly without changing pitch, one who speaks the way I'm standing on the podium and he is there like a statue but keeps on speaking. Sometimes statues also speak incidentally, they put a mic behind. So this is what one gets, that how one would be teaching and what one would be doing. But then let me tell you, the teaching which comes in, when you change your stance, when you move around, when you move your hands, when you change your pitch, you will find students will be always alert. And people say, no, we don't accept your argument. I'll give you a proof of this. When you travel from here, let's say from Pondicherry to Bangalore, the bus starts in about 15 to 20 minutes because the bus moves at the same pace, same sound you get. And you will find people sitting there would turn their head this side or that side or in front. Rarely somebody will be alert because this is that constant sound. When you travel and train, same sound you get. Once it runs in that running pace, then you will find how many people will start dozing off. And same thing in aircraft. When it takes off, after that many people you will find would be throwing their neck here and there without any control. Same goes for teaching. If a teacher is teaching at the same pace, standing at the same place without any action, people would go to sleep. And this is what you find in the religious discourses also. When a preacher is going to be speaking very slowly at the same pace, people will start leaving. And when somebody shouts slowly, faster, here, there, moves hand, one is always alert. So I do not know how many of these best teachers would be following what I have said. Probably Clement Saab will bear me out on that. The more you move, more variation you do, you keep your students alert. They'll never go off to sleep and they will always have their eyes and ears on what you're teaching. One of the tips I thought I'll give you. As I said, Best Teaching Award is a very celebrated recognition, gives you enough satisfaction. I was also thinking somebody will come to me. People did come and they said, sir, we are getting the 5th award or 4th award. I thought somebody will say, sir, I do not have enough place in my shelf, so I don't require such big trophies anymore. So if you can change it to some cash money or something useful will be better rather than putting these trophies, which needs to be cleaned by my spouse and they feel irritated. And if some guest comes and they are rusting or they are not clean, gives a bad impression. But I did get from one that, sir, look at the other side. So this is something I leave it to the committee, whether you want a tea kettle instead of this trophy or something else, and we can inscribe on this tea kettle also Best Teacher Award. Slowly we'll say Best Tea Maker also, gradually. So these are the things which, these innovative things which you have to suggest to us. And somebody might say, like Lata Mangeshkar said after she won her 7th Filmfare Award, she said, please don't consider me anymore. I will not be opting myself for any more awards. So somebody who has won it 6-7 times might say that, well, it's enough, I would leave it to the youngsters. Maybe from next year onwards, this is a suggestion I am giving to the committee, that we will also need to consider your research performance. Some parameters, that what impact factor collectively you had earlier and what are you going to have next year, what is the increase, and we can fix the threshold. Anybody having an increase of 4 or more would be the one who would be considered, or H index 0.5 increase or whatever little bit possible, that also should be considered with this. I think that would be more meaningful. If you all agree, we change the pattern. I thought I would do it this year itself, but what refrained me from doing this was that in between we had pandemic and 2 years we didn't get any award. So had we not done it this year, people would have forgotten that there was something like Best Teachers category in Pondicherry University. So to keep that on going, I thought we'll not change anything this year. Then that's about it. So we'll talk about what way to change the pattern and what all is to be included. There are many more things which can be included. I will not dwell right now here. Regularity, punctuality, all those things will be a part of it. And the research which is for the benefit of society, that could be, you may not have any impact factor. You may not have something worthwhile to tell your own departmental subject colleagues, but that might prove to be a very useful thing. Somebody from our social work may come up with some solution to keep our Pondicherry beaches clean. That's going to be a useful one if somebody can evolve a mechanism by which it can be kept clean. That will be a great service. Or if somebody can come up with something, some methodology by which we can keep our villagers happy and villages can be kept in a better organized manner, that would be a contribution. I did try to call all the principals to adopt villages and I suggested what is to be done. I like to give and suggest ideas, but then I don't feel like acting like a hard taskmaster. I did tell them once or twice, but then the way these in and around college principals that we have, I will not comment anything more. It is for you to judge. They don't even know what a principal is, and sometimes they do tell them, oh, am I the principal? Sir, I'm sorry, I didn't know. So that kind of a person we have. So what exactly they would do, I know I'm not putting things in right perspective, but then that's a fact. That's a fact of life, and that is why that scheme which we started could not take off, for the reason that the principals did not know that they are the principals of the colleges. So they need to be conveyed, I don't know what way, how soon, and what can be adopted. So that's the one. So somebody who is not going to be contributing to research in the real sense of the way we assess H index or I index or impact factor or whatever, citations, etc. Some such thing if somebody does, that also would be taken into account. Right? And then on the lighter side, our friend came here. He says, I am the unique record holder. Yes, he is a unique record holder because he says, I am getting this award after my superannuation. So everybody gets it during the career, but then after retirement, if somebody gets it, it's a credit. And then he himself also would have said, somebody said, sir, during the career he didn't teach, now he's teaching, that's why he's getting the award. I said, no, it's not that. So Professor Lazarus, he says he's got a unique record of getting this after retirement. Well, great achievement, I must say. And nice of you to have come here. Under the trophy that you have got, you should write received after retirement. That will become very eye-catching. Then somebody came here, the announcer was saying Department of this, Department of that. She was to announce Department of Pollution Control, but by a slip of tongue, if you have noted, most of you did not notice, she said Department of Politics Control. And immediately she corrected. So pollution can be controlled, let me assure you, but politics cannot be controlled. Politics is something which is inborn. So I don't know, in the years to come, can we have, in addition to Department of Political Science, can we also have a Department of Politics Control? Because political science is a very evolving subject, and now the direction that has been given to us is that politics, again not politics, political science, has to be taught to everybody, all courses. So I don't know whether it will be political science to all courses or politics to all courses. It is something you all have to decide whether everybody will be willing to learn that or not. I leave it to you people. Anyway, I compliment all the award winners for your effort. Whatever way you are recognized, it's a very satisfying thing for all of us. And when we have 46 award winners this year, it's a good number. Heartening to know that so many are best teachers. Logically, in terms of English language, best is one. There cannot be so many best. But then we will say it is best in the department. So that way, 46 best teachers, it's a great achievement. Great compliments I will give it to everybody for doing very well. Please continue to do this. This is what is required. Now we are going to change from this year onward. We may have things like smart classes, online classes. Syllabus may change. You may have skill-based courses about which you may not know what is to be done. This is the way things are being projected. But skill is developed when we work both sides. So lot of things are in which you will find will be very different, but you will enjoy that. And I wish you all the very best in all your endeavors in the years to come. Be prepared to be facing a slight bit of a change in the way we are selecting the best teachers. Next year may be a little tougher, but then we face tougher situations. That's a bigger challenge, and we are all ready for challenges in our life. Why not? So I wish you all the very best. Please continue whatever way you are doing. Good work for the university. After all, we are all here for this, and bring university more laurels so that we all feel proud of this. Thank you very much, and all the very best.
Now, I request our Registrar, Professor Amresh Samantaraya, to give us the vote of thanks.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, respected directors, respected deans, finance officer, control of examination, librarian, heads of the department, faculty colleagues, and dear students. You know, Teachers' Day is a special day in any university's calendar of events. And on 5th of September, we celebrated Teachers' Day in various departments. And today is a special occasion where we are honoring some of our teachers, who some sort of motivated the students, and the students liked their teaching. And this is also inspiration for all of us. So to begin with, we are thankful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for his kind presence. I know how hectic his day is, every day and today especially. And despite his busy schedule, he found out some time. He, awarded the teachers who were selected for this award, and then delivered a very motivated speech with his usual humors, which has been very interesting for all of us. Thank you, sir, for your presence here. And we are also thankful to Director Studies. He provided the overall guidance and leadership for the selecting the teachers, the process of basically selecting the teachers and organizing this event. We are thankful to you, sir. You along with your team, Professor Tirupati Rao and others who have been helping for organizing this event. And our Director Culture, Professor Jain, he has been always a source of motivation and help for any event organized by the university. We are thankful to you, sir, for your kind presence. And of course, all the respected deans and heads of the department who are present here to some sort of encourage their teachers who have got this award. Thank you all. And two of the deans also received the award today. Congratulations to both of you. And then all the teachers and students, faculty colleagues and students who are here. See, without the audience, no event is meaningful. So your kind presence have been very motivating for all of us who are part of the organizing committee. And last but not the least, we appreciate the services provided by the engineering wing and electrical for organizing this event. Thank you all.